Hello everyone, welcome to another HS2 update where I'll be covering the area between Waddesdon and Aylesbury. Throughout the video, I'll include footage from the previous visit. I find it's a useful addition, and it certainly helps me when editing this video to see the changes that have happened. We start at Waddesdon Cutting, just to the west of the new A41 overbridge. Work has progressed on the south side of the cutting, as we can see they've cut a wavy line in the ground. This is where trees and shrubs will be planted, but I imagine it's too late in the year to start that. If anything is planted now, it would surely be a waste of time, because the ground is quite dry at the moment, and we're apparently heading into a long dry summer this year. We're now passing over the A41 overbridge, with Blackgrove Road curving off to the north there. Before we carry on towards Aylesbury, let's have a look at things on the ground. In my last video of this section, I came down here to show you the newly planted trees along the cutting here. So, we're now a month later. I hope you can hear me in this wind. Look at all that yellow. I saw that from the air, I thought, what is that? I think that's wild mustard. That's amazing, isn't it? Let's go along the other side and we'll get a closer look at the trees. See if any of them have sprouted any leaves. Well, it's hard to tell. All I can see is all that yellow. That's not easy to tell at all, to be fair. You have to go along with each one to have a look. I mean, those saplings could be a lot shorter than the guards, you know. Well, I can see one or two that are sticking out the top. If I can have a look around the other side. It's not so easy on the other side because there's no path. Yeah, I can't really because bridge parapets are about 7 foot high. It's not easy to look over. Quite a sight from the air to see all that yellow. Mind you, that stuff tends to grow on disturbed ground, don't it? So it's no surprise really, it's all over here, as you can see, all over the building site. Right, let's go back up in the air and carry on towards was an old car, wasn't it? And carry on towards Thame Valley Viaduct. We're now approaching the temporary roundabout by the A41 Bicester Road, and just below it we can see that they've started work on the trackbed, as some parts that were there before have been erased. In particular that green area there, and also there's a drainage pond that they filled in, which will come into view just shortly. Here it is. See? Totally gone. And we can see that they've laid down some of that white barrier material to stop weeds and things growing through it. This culvert coming into view is fully buried now, as the trackbed to the right is level with it. If you'd like to support this channel with a donation, please go to my Buy Me a Coffee page at this link. Thank you. We're now passing over Fleetmaston Culvert, which will take the diverted watercourse underneath the railway line. This planning document shows it in more detail. To the right of the old watercourse ditch, they're making good progress with raising the ground level so it meets the realigned Waddesdon Greenway. The Greenway has to go over this overbridge, but they haven't yet put the deck in, and I can't see it anywhere on site either. So it must be some time before it's going to be fitted. The temporary diversion of the Waddesdon Greenway can be seen curving below, between those yellow markers. It's time now to go back down on the ground as I cycle along the Waddesdon Greenway. Here we are on the Waddesdon Greenway, and in the coming months this will all change, and it's already starting to up here. On the left there you can see some banks they're building up. Because it's got to be the same height. Well, it's going to be a big slope leading up to the overbridge up ahead, which is still awaiting its deck. But what they've done here, they've put in this bit of tarmac because they'll start ripping up the bit on the left at some point. It'd be nice to have a good new bit of Greenway, because this is in pretty poor condition and it floods. If you remember some of my older videos, it does flood quite badly at this bit. Right, Fleetmaston Spinney. And the temporary diversion. So this is Saturday morning, and there's no work going on at all. What the hell was that? My stand is still up. What am I doing? That's asking for trouble. I didn't even know my stand was down. Right, carrying on. Can you imagine? Right. So we're now coming up to the intersection where HS2 will cross here on this bit of concrete, and through there, I don't know if you can see very well, but that's Putlowes Bridge over in the distance, just beyond those two diggers, and in the other direction they're all lined up, look. So the Greenway is going to go across this bank up here, up the bank and across the bridge down the other side. But when that's going to happen, I don't know. It's taken a long time to do it. I haven't seen any sections of the bridge. The deck isn't on site, I can't see that, so it'll be a while yet, I think. Right, let's get on to Putlowes Bridge and Thame Valley Viaduct. This section is near Putlowes Farm, and work has progressed on the build-up of the trackbed. It's looking quite smooth here, so I reckon that's ready for the next stage. And here is Putlowes accommodation overbridge, and we can see next to it on the ground there are some sections of the bridge parapets. Not all of them, as there are only 16 panels there. That's not enough to do the whole bridge. In fact, that's not even enough for one side. Looking at the plans, there are about 25 on either side of the bridge. We now come to Thame Valley Viaduct, and there's a little bit of progress there. A bit more of the decking has been fitted, but to be honest, I can't really see much else that's changed. There's no parapets on site yet, so it'll be a while before they're fitted. We now come to the end of this HS2 update for this area. A big thank you to those of you who've donated. It's very much appreciated. I'll be doing another HS2 update very soon. So until then, bye for now.